Hi, I'm Ching-Lung Cheung, Assistant Professor from the University of Hong Kong.
Hi, I'm Gloria Lee from the University of Hong Kong. I'm a postdoctoral fellow under Dr. Cheung's team.
So today I would like to share our recent perspective in HubLE about the Mendelian randomization study of osteoporosis. So we all know that randomized controlled trial is considered a gold standard in inferring causality. But we all know that there are several limitations about RCT. For example, it is quite expensive, time-consuming, and therefore many people started to think about, is there any alternative or complementary approach in inferring causality or complementary to RCT? So for example, real-world evidence is one of the emerging approach in providing more evidence about the drug effectiveness. On the other hand, there is a recent emerging approach called Mendelian randomization study, which is also a well-known example in inferring causality. So one well-known story about Mendelian randomization is that high-density lipoprotein cholesterol, HDL cholesterol, is well-known one of the factors predicting risk of cardiovascular diseases. For example, people with higher elevated HDL is known to be associated with reduced risk of CVD. However, when people started to develop agent targeting HDL, they found that improving HDL in human does not necessarily need to reduce risk of CVD, which was shown in a phase 3 clinical trial. So, and then after that, people started to use Mendelian randomization, and indeed, they observed the same finding, is that genetically elevated HDL is not causally associated with CVD. So people started to think perhaps Mendelian randomization may be a good approach to provide some evidence about causality before conducting expensive RCT.
So in osteoporosis, the major outcome study using Mendelian randomization study are the BMD and fracture. In our recent study, we use genetic process representing the lower level of serum LDL, HDL, and triglyceride, and study the causal association with BMD as well as fracture. And we found that genetically predicted lower level of LDL is consistently associated with higher total body BMD as well as estimated BMD at the heel. However, such causal association is not found for fracture. It may be because of the multivariable factors of fracture, such as risk of fall, etc. We also study the genetic, the causal association between statin and BMD by Mendelian randomization. We use some genetic process that can represent the drug target of statins, and use the MR approach to study the causal association. And we found that statins may also causally increase the BMD.
So Mendelian randomization may be a very important approach for osteoporosis. For example, it may lead to drug repurposing or need to novel therapeutic agent development as well. Of course, we are not saying that Mendelian randomization may replace RCT in inferring causality, but we all know that, again, as aforementioned, RCT is actually quite expensive and time-consuming. So I think it's more important to get more information and evidence about the strength of causality before really conducting RCT. So I hope that we hope that MR study will be an important approach in osteoporosis, which may have a profound clinical implication. Thank you.